All right, everyone. So obviously, everybody has heard now of the issues Netflix had with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. The streaming issues were major, and everybody was pissed off about them. So we now know what WWE's thoughts are on this, because obviously WWE is moving over to Netflix. So this is something that will concern them very soon. So this is from eWrestlingNews.com. Fightful Select is reporting that WWE sources claimed that they had been given assurances that any glitches would be minimal, highlighting the audience numbers and suggesting that facing such live stream traffic would be a favorable issue. So it doesn't seem like, you know, WWE is all that concerned about it, but this is a problem. This is something that if WWE gets over to Netflix and these streaming issues are the real deal, these streaming issues are not just because there was this big, influx of people, there's going to be a problem. If you can't be watching Raw, uh, you know, live without issues, WWE fans are going to be pissed off, and that's going to be a terrible, terrible way to get this thing started. And the e-wrestling news pointed this out too. Netflix has previously live streamed smaller events such as the Love Is Blind season 4 reunion in April of 2023, and that was plagued by technical glitches. So this is a real, WWE doesn't seem too worried about it, and they're not going to probably let people know that they're worried about it either, because they want this relationship to get off on a good start. But, if Love Is Blind is having problems, if this Jake Paul fight's having problems, if Raws have issues, especially that opening Raw, I just think it's going to be a terrible way to get this thing started. And there is going to be a little bit, I think, of backlash towards WWE too. And I don't want to say it's going to, like, people are going to be super pissed about it, but I just know, if you're an NFL fan, if you watch NFL, one of the big kind of new hot button issues with all of these sporting events, but specifically I think the NFL, is this streaming service deal. It's this thing where, okay, now I have to buy all these streaming services. You got to buy Amazon to watch the Thursday nights, and then there's games on Peacock, and then there's games, on all these different days on different channels and stuff like that. And that's becoming a real, real issue. And, I haven't read much backlash. WWE hasn't gotten a lot of backlash over this Netflix thing. If Netflix can't handle Monday Night Raw, I think you will start to see just a little bit of backlash towards them for moving to the streaming service. I think people are excited. I know I'm excited. I actually think Netflix will be a preferable way to watch Monday Night Raw versus, like, I don't know, watching the NFL. I prefer, in that kind of stuff. I actually prefer on the usual networks and stuff like that. But I think Monday Night Raw on Netflix will be better. But if every time I go to watch Raw, if it's this idea that it's plagued with glitches, or it's just not favorable to watch, that's going to be a real problem. So here's hoping that Netflix can figure it out. Netflix, look, you got to test these servers with however many people you're expecting for these shows, and if you're expecting this amount, test it for more. I don't understand how you can have these huge live events. The Jake Paul thing makes no sense to me. This idea that this event is probably going to be big. There's a lot of marketing behind it. You paid for it. There's just so many things that are big about it. You know that that's going to happen. How you're not ready for kind of all these people tuning in, I really, I just blows my mind. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.